JBL made this announcement like a while ago at Google I/O 2018 that they were going to work on this sound bar that had all your Google stuff integrated into it, essentially an Android TV sound bar. Now, sound bar is not the most exciting territory. Like, it's just, okay, cool. Like, my stuff sounds better. I do think they're a huge improvement over your built-in TV speakers. But see, the problem is then they become the central focal point of your whole AV stuff. Like, everything has to go into it in some fashion or another because now you need to feed your sound through there. What I like about this particular product, which, by the way, is now finally available years later, it's not cheap. It's important to note. It's like $400, but it's going to be a whole Android hub inside the soundbar, Android TV box, Google Assistant, Chromecast Ultra in one device. So you're going to be able to say, "Hey Google," and get it to play music, or "Hey Google," and get it to play something on a TV. And it seems to make a lot of sense to have a singular place to make that happen. Because as it stands right now, you might have maybe a smart speaker of some kind, but then you might also talk to your TV in one way or another. And there's a lot of separate components that you would have to put together. And apparently, if you do the math, it's actually not all that expensive. A Chromecast Ultra is like $70 to begin with. And if you wanted to get some type of Android TV box to plug in, if you wanted to get an all-in-one solution for this, a sound bar, the Chromecast, and everything else, you can understand how you could get close to that, especially considering JBL typically has high-performing stuff from an audio perspective. So maybe this is the best solution for you. You can skip the Chromecast Ultra. You could skip the Google Home, right, that you got to speak to, which this probably sounds better than that anyway. And it points to kind of a cool move where you're going to let third-party manufacturers tap in. I guess Amazon has done this to a certain extent with their Alexa product. Now, the Google Assistant can move into these third-party products, maybe eventually right in the TV. But you get this speaker, you get an improvement for your music, and you get a better way to interact with your TV. That's the way it goes. And so the product is available now on the website. There's also an optional subwoofer if you want the bass to go with it. If you're the movie type, that's another $300. So then you're into a pretty heavy system. I have something similar. I currently own one of the Bose soundbars with the subwoofer attachment. And it's amazing what you can get out of these things. You could have some, and look at that. You see that, Will? Hey, Google, do this, do that, turn off the TV. You get all those benefits. Hey, Google, open Netflix. It's the way it appears to me in this demonstration is like it's a real improvement over most smart TV interfaces, which can be annoying. And the remote, just doesn't work that well. And I use Apple TVs, and even there, you got Siri that you're supposed to talk to, and then you have, like, if you can line it up in the various apps, if you're, say, in YouTube, you got to go to the actual search bar before the audio search is enabled. So by default, if you hit the microphone icon, even if you're in the YouTube app, it launches Siri back up, and Siri doesn't know what to do with anything. So Google Assistant on your TV, singular device to control it all, compelling to me, easy setup to me. So this is interesting as far as I'm concerned.